Hello. Sorry for the little delay. I was just trying to like regather my thoughts on the first half that I've watched. Hi, soulmates. I'm Yetti. Welcome. I've seen some of your comments already. Really trying to scare me. I need a box of tissues. I need like 11 plus. Like I'm gonna suffer. I think the first half because let's do a little recap first. Yeah, let's have a little chat before we go into like this next part. So the first half up until Game Boy is up on Patreon. You can watch that if you want, and then now we're going to do like the fresh live reaction to what we've got next. Hi everyone. Hi Layla, Amy, Sydney, Bay, hi. So the first, what did you guys think of the first half? I think, yeah, let me know your impressions going into it and then what you actually thought of it. Because for me, going into it, I know that she does a lot of those emotional songs. We've already had On the Ground, we've had Gone, so we've had Heartbreak, and then also having more of a like reflective piece with On the Ground. She's always catchy, she's always emotional, so I knew that. Number One Girl floored me, super emotional. Appetite, just random, like super catchy, and just like I think that was really unexpected. Not just the collab, but I think just her in general, right? Oh, second half is the best half. Blackpink Forever. Wow, stop it, really, because I really enjoyed that first half. I really enjoyed it. Obviously, Number One Girl. You know, sometimes when you listen to the album after there's already been releases, you can kind of diminish the releases that have come out because it's like the other stuff is new. I didn't feel like that with this album. I feel like as I was listening to the whole thing, Number One Girl still stands out as just like so deep and emotional and beautiful. And it's a crazy way to start an album. Who does that? Who actually starts like that if not her? Oh, you guys think I'll prefer the second half? Why? Tell me, Bay. Why do you think? Is it Bay or B? Why do you think I'll prefer the second half? The first half was like the rain before the storm. The second heart hits your strings. Prepare to cry. What? No. Heart-wrenching. She does genuinely jittery on so many different types of genres. Okay, yeah, so let's talk about those genres because that's what I found really interesting. So if I did like little really brief notes, you know guys, I like to like chat and get into stuff. So really briefly, I think for me, like 3 a.m. really felt like she was a narrator kind of setting the scene. It felt like she's talking to her friends and like really getting close to us and letting us into, okay. It actually, it felt like after everything had happened almost, and she's kind of like talking about it and being like, yeah, like looking back and I should have done this, I should have done that, I saw those red flags. It's like, girl, you won't believe what I went through. And then I felt like the rest of the album so far is her like going through like specific parts of what she actually went through. Drinks and Coffee is the best song on the album. Interesting. So with Drinks and Coffee, I felt like that was the most surprising part of the album for me. That's the most surprising, I think, melody that I've heard from her. I found it really interesting that we're getting more of a like sexy vibe from her, more of that like carefree side, and just like flirty as well. Like I was surprised by that part, and even the melody I felt really matched up with that. What do you guys think? Okay, guys, I have to tell you, I've got one of my mods on here, me in the back. I'm outing you, and she's like writing in the back, and she just wrote sexy. I think that's referring to drinks and coffee. It could just be rosé in general. Um, so yeah, I felt like it was kind of like more of that sexy vibe. 3am setting the scene. I think so far one of my favorites of the new songs is 2 years. I don't count Toxic till the end because like it's a title track. It's really hard to kind of, if we're talking just B-sides, I think 2 years is just really stunning. I think it's really emotionally powerful. Her vocals in it, I really felt like I was just with her as she's talking, and just like with those emotions. Yeah, I've listened to half of the album. So I've listened up to Game Boy from the beginning. So from Number One Girl to Game Boy, that's over on Patreon. The music video, Toxic Till the End, is on YouTube already. So now we're doing like the next part. So we're just doing a little chatty chat before we get into it. Oh, Game Boy I felt was really catchy, actually. You know, that break, I thought that was really like quite a catchy song. And I think also I'm really surprised, I shouldn't be, but I'm really surprised at all of the melodies and how they just kind of like really grip you. I'm really proud of what she's been able to deliver. Alexandra, you feel like it's, oh, I think I can show these. Oh, there we go. Okay, I can show it. Feel like a throwback to Avril and Taylor combined. Yeah, I actually thought about Avril, Levine, I assume you're talking about in some of this, but and Taylor, I think maybe more so in the melody, but when it comes to the vocals, I felt like Rosie really has this like emotional power that isn't quite the same with the others, and the way that she kind of like builds her vocals, I thought that was slightly different. But like melody wise and maybe topic wise, I really also, oh, she composed most of them. Yeah, it felt so personal, it felt so vulnerable. And you obviously do think of Taylor, and I thought more of Taylor Swift in terms of the fact that Rosie's literally just sat there writing the whole album about a breakup, and it sounds like one guy. Do you guys agree? Do you think it's one relationship, or do you think we're getting like multiple relationships? Because if it's multiple, why are people hurting her so much? I'm not impressed. It felt to me like one person, and she's kind of taking us through that story. And I really just got this feeling of Taylor Swift, like that Rosie could be her in, you know, a few years, that she's just documenting her life, and she might get a bit of like pushback in the same way that Taylor got about, oh, you just keep dating people and then writing a story. But actually, she's just like sharing what she thinks with us. Michelle, you love 2 years so much. Me too. They love Stay a Little Longer. Yeah. Game Boy, yeah. Yeah. Oh, Jisoo. Where is Jisoo, man? I have not seen Jisoo for so long. What's she doing? We need her to it kind of feels like a storm. She's gonna like, she's prepping and then she's gonna come out. Vocals on another level throughout the whole album. I agree, and I think she tried lots of different styles as well, which I really enjoyed. Everyone, what's your favorite song in terms of, oh, okay, yeah, let's respond to this in terms of melody, vocals, and in terms of lyrics. This person is like on my wavelength, very detailed. Oh, Vampirehollie. Okay, we can add that to the end. Okay, guys, should we just go? Oh, I've still got some comments. Okay, so Yuffie, you're saying Game Boy number 1, Stay a Little Longer, and then I'll call it to the end. Okay, how many of you, your favorite songs are in the second half of the album? Let me know, because I am curious, like where I'm gonna go. And do you think this is like a good breaking point? I just literally did like, I think 6 and then like 5, but I wonder, like, where do you think that break actually, she would have naturally put that break? Because I don't know, is she gonna like cast us back into like sadness and emotion, or are we now getting to the uplifting part? From what you're saying, we're not. Originally, that's what I thought. I thought we're gonna get now into like joy and okay, maybe not joy, maybe right at the end, but I thought we're going to get a bit more uplifting, but maybe not. Stay a Little Longer is your favorite, Jay. All Dance All Night as well, Alexandria. Second half more emotional and the lyrics are deeper. Okay, so we're going deeper into sadness. Okay, so guys, the way we're gonna do this is I say this all the time, but I'm really gonna try. I'm gonna listen to it, the song. I might obviously talk on top of it, but I'll listen to it and like only slight itty bitty pauses. And then we'll actually like talk about it at the end and review, and I'll go back up to your comments about those like particular parts as I'm listening to Stay a Little Longer. Like comment as you're seeing it. I'll see it, but I won't like necessarily like call it out and talk on it. We'll do that at the end. So leave your comments there so that we can get into it. Okay, you ready? I'm really ready to listen to it, but I'm also really nervous just because of what you guys have all been saying. I think I need sweets before I get into it. I need energy. Well, I have tissues. You guys said tissues, but I'll be honest, I think I'll be okay because as much as I was sad in the last part, I was also really like proud of her as well for, you know, so it's like you're like smiling because you're proud of her vocals, but then you're also like sad because you then actually get into the lyrics. Wow. So Mia in the back end is just here telling me like you need to be nervous. Can you imagine? What kind of friend is that? You should be nervous. Stop. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. She'll be fine. We'll be fine. She's not gonna do us like that. Okay. I've got my water ready. I'm also just really excited to actually be part of it with you guys. That's why I wanted to do this live stream, so that I can listen with you and we can talk about it rather than me just watching it all on my own and just feeling the feelings on my own. I want to like be with you in it. Okay, we're going.
Stay a little longer, take a little longer to pack up your bags. You're moving too fast, make me wanna hate you, so I don't have to miss you or make a mistake. So someone's to blame. I can't
already the vocals words
without you inside them. Build us a castle, then leave me in silence. What if I tangle?
Oh, I feel shaky. Build us a castle, then leave me in silence. I wonder. Oh no, I said I wasn't going to talk through it. Do you want me to talk through it now, or should I do it at the end? I've already fallen apart. My whole plan. I had a whole plan, and the whole immediately she's just wrecked my plans. Oh my god. Okay, you guys are saying talk now at the end. Let's do it at the end. There's a mix of it, so let's do it at the end. Just remind me please which parts I fell apart at, so that we can go back.
What if I tangled some rope on your feet into the ocean, 'cause I'm in too deep. Please, won't you stay a little longer, babe? Don't walk away when I'm here calling your name. I'm fragile, I'm speechless, don't leave me in pieces. Already having enough trouble breathing. Please, won't you stay babe. Walk a little slower, stand a little closer, so I can convince you the minute I kiss you. Speak a little softer, so I don't have to answer, and make it okay before you can say I can't stand these walls without you inside them.
It feels so familiar as well, the melody.
Be in silence. What if I tangled some rope around your feet into the ocean? 'Cause I'm too
I agree, this is the best vocal settings.
Won't you stay a little longer, babe?
Oh, it's that part. It's that part.
I'll be okay. You say it's written all over my face. I'm fragile, I'm speechless, don't leave me in pieces. Already having enough trouble breathing. Please, won't you stay a little longer, babe? Oh, stay a little longer, take a little longer to back up your bags. You're moving too fast, make me wanna hate you, so I don't have to miss you or make a mistake, so someone's to blame. Please, won't you stay a little longer, babe? I'll be okay. You say it's written all over my face. I'm fragile, I'm speechless, don't leave me in pieces. Already having enough trouble breathing. Please, won't you stay a little longer, babe? Oh.
I was so confident. Oh man, I was so confident coming into this. I thought it'd be emotional, but we've already gone through Number One Girl. I don't think I cried at Number One Girl, so I just thought like, it'll be okay, and that was really heartbreaking. But I think it was 30 seconds in. At that point that I stopped, it was already emotional. I think it's the combination of the way she was building her voice and then dropping, build, drop. And it was really like effortless. Which part? There's, you know, the parts. And then every time I saw it on screen, I knew what was happening. I knew what was coming. Every time we got to that part where it's the actual chorus part, where is it? The actual Stay a Little Longer, Babe. Every time I knew that was coming, I was dreading it, because the grit on her voice really felt shaky. It really felt personal, really felt like more emotional. And just like the way obviously it's been produced, just so up close, we can hear like all of those little intonations in her voice, and the way she like builds into the stay and then stays a little bit on the little. Oh man. Guys, what are you saying? Let me see. Where do I even look now? Okay, let me look here. Okay, I'm gonna go back up. What point did I? Okay, we're gonna go up and we're gonna talk about it together. Sorry, I'm laughing because message about kneecapping the person that hurt her. Sailor Slonger's the best, sending you love. Is this for me? Because I'm struggling. Or is it for someone else that's actually going through something? Please, don't be someone else. Is it me? Was I really? I was going through it, man. Hey, Musketeer. She holds nothing back. And you're so ready. She actually doesn't. Yeah, that's really true. I think there's lyrics in a lot of it where you don't want to admit those things, and it's really vulnerable. And the reality is that as much as we're all celebrating that she's come out with an album and we're excited and you see her everywhere living her best life, she clearly went through pain. She recovered. She's reliving some of that pain. Every time she was recording it, she's reliving it. Every time that she now has to perform this live, especially because we love this album, we love the songs, so you're going to have to perform it a lot. She's reliving it. And then this person is watching it. So also that awkwardness, if they're like part of a similar friendship group or something like that, they're seeing it. And you actually, when you've broken up with someone, you really don't want them to know that you're hurting. They know like the depth of the feelings and how much you really love them, because I feel like it was only really, no, there's a few snippets of songs where she's more like angry at them and she's like got lyrics where she's at them, but most of it is just talking about her feelings. Deep breaths, lol. These lyrics have me in a chokehold. Honestly, love the picture. At the oh, okay, sorry, you were saying talk at the end. How is she gonna sing this live? Literally, she will though. She will. But did you see the live performance of her doing Number One Girl, the first one that she did? That was, you could actually see the emotion in her. I wonder if that was genuinely the first thing that she's recorded, because that really felt like, like I've actually performed this, and she was in that emotion. So I imagine it will be like this, but I wonder if she'll do it soon or if she'll do it more as like an actual concert later. Lots of crying emojis. Girl, we told you, I know. But that's my toxic trait. I don't listen. Her vocals are on another level. You can hear her emotion. Just joined. Hi, Ali. We've only done still Stay a Little Longer first. Okay. Saw It Made Me Cry. Ooh. Okay. Hope she feels the success. Let's put this up. Oh. I mean, yes, I agree, but come on, like the way that she's talking about the situation, I don't know, maybe I'm like quite pessimistic, but I don't know if that never really leaves you, that kind of pain. Like maybe, just a tiny little bit, but you can still always tap into that type of pain that she clearly has. I want to just actually get the part that really got me, I think, was I'll build us a castle and then leave me in silence. Because at the beginning, the oxymoron of it, at the beginning, she's talking about the four walls, and you really feel like she's trapped. The four walls are coming in on her, and only because that person's not there. But then this second line, let me know what you think, but this second line feels like she's actually now saying she wants them, like that's what it is, that they've built a castle. So they've built her up in this relationship with all these like beautiful things, the romance of it all, and she just felt absolutely invisible, because like castles are high and they have a moat and they're impenetrable, all that kind of stuff. So that person has built this relationship to be amazing, and it's up and people can see and it's wonderful, but then she's been left in silence. So it's almost like, well, what did you do all of that for if you were just going to leave me? Let me go. Let me do this like that. Okay. Yeah, let's go like this. That's easier. What else? Can we see your cat? Oh, this isn't to me. Oh, yes, it is to me. I don't have a cat. I have a dog. You can see my dog later. I can bring him in. He's called Yaji. Oh, castles can be lonely if left alone. Absolutely. And they can be really cold as well. The fact that you know, the way that they're built. So I think there's a lot of stuff that we can go into. Okay, let's go to the next song, right? Rather than like going too much into this. Let me know what you oh, the emotions. No, okay, let's go to the next song because she's got so many. So we can't just be in this. Yeah, we can't just be in this. So let's go to the next song. I'm kind of hoping that she's gonna like change because that really that floored me. Okay, same thing. I'll try not to talk until the end. We'll just of this song, not the same. Okay.
Say what you want to, babe, but you know that you're talking in circles. Tell me lies like we okay. Promise till your face turns purple. You gon' love me, love me. One day you gon' love me right. Shame on me for trusting you once, trusting you twice. Get away, trusting you once.
Our vocals,
One day
nice.
you gon' love me right. Shame on me for trusting you once, trusting you twice. Get away, only and nothing but time. But some things just change overnight. Don't know who you think you're kidding, babe. Yeah, you're not the same, not the same. We had good days and light on no side. But you fucked up and you know that I might.
Oh, this is really like she's actually talking to them. You changed? Drop your keys, come and get your stuff, yeah. Oh.
I had a new heart to confide in. To let me down, get tiring. I keep on walking through all of the memories that I had with you, and I don't miss.
Her voice sounds a lot more oh, sorry. Her voice sounds a lot more like rough in this. Like it almost sounds like you know, like when someoe's crying and they have that like grit in it, like she's giving that kind of effect. There's no break in this song. It's just.
But some things just change overnight. Don't know who you think you're kidding, babe. Yeah, you're not the same, not the same. We had good days and light on no side. That you fucked up and you know that I'm right.
That part doesn't even sound like singing. It's just like she's literally shouting at them. Oh no, wait, sorry, it's this.
That you fucked up and you know that I'm right. I don't know who you think you're kidding, babe. No, you're not the same, not the same, not the same.
Ooh.
Oh, what a shame, nothing's the same.
Gosh, this girl.
Critics away.
12 songs and they're all like vocally different, musically. There's no break.
Things just change overnight. Don't know who you think you're kidding, babe. Yeah, you're not the same, not the same. We had
And the repetitiveness of it, she's literally talking to them.
You fucked up and you know that I'm right. I don't know who you think you're kidding, babe. Are you not the same, not the same, not the same?
There's something really beautiful about the way that she actually like does her high notes. Like here it just sounded so like clear at the end. So it felt like she was building it in a very like gritty way to lead up, and then it was just sort of like really clear. It felt like there was no break musically. There was no like instrumental. There was no part where we could just like, it was every word is leading to the next word and leading to the next word. It's literally almost like a rant that she's doing and at them. And then I really like how, because I think that's quite hard to sing, for her to just be like on a continuous loop. But then she was using like her breath that she was taking quite heavily. She was using that as part of the song to kind of almost be like, to give us that effect of her actually speaking. Whereas in some of the other songs, you actually don't really hear her breath, like because she has like space in between it. But this one, she was like using it as part of it. What do you guys think of this song? The instrumental that was behind, I'm not sure if it's weird because the instrumental sounds quite bright, and you kind of have that effect of just like a guitar. She's just sitting at a beach or something. Oh, do you think it's her? Because she plays the guitar, right? So, I mean, it's probably not her that actually did it, but I feel like she could do it. Can we? Oh, we've already talked about the cat. Dog. Yeah, let me see what you guys are saying. Rosie live at Fallon. Oh, I've watched that actually. I think I'll upload it on YouTube if I can. If not, then it will be on Patreon. Her voice is so husky. Love it. Yeah, like she's yelling at the person. Literally, that's what it sounds like. Rosie's so good. Choose her favorite song. Do we have to? I think it's also quite hard to choose favorites when they're all emotional, because like that's not really fair, because she's talking about very like real things. I think if it was, like maybe like Blackpink albums where there's a lot of like, all of this like kind of like bravado and all of that, I think that's slightly easier to pick your favorites amongst that. But when it's like the emotions that are this heavy, like you can like the melody of one more, but actually the lyrics of one and maybe the other actually hits you in a different way. Yeah, she's definitely upset at the person. How did someone fumble so bad and lose her? But guys, I want to hear. Okay, yeah, it'll be so interesting to hear the other side of it as well, because the way that she was talking in Toxic till the end, she was really like honest and vulnerable about the fact that she also had some things to say. I want to know more, but then obviously I don't want to know more because it's a privacy thing, and I think she, she's just put this out for us to listen to, but we don't actually need to know the full detail. I don't even really want to know who it is, because I've been seeing some like comments about who people think it is, and if it's that person, why does she date them? I'm not sure. Not the same is top 3 for you. Okay. Love emotional songs so much. Instrumental. Yeah, it's all very stripped back. That's why I feel like you really do get that sense of her just talking to the whole album feels like she's talking to us. Yeah, us. Some parts she's talking to them, or like actually no. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like most of the album, it feels like, apart from Apathy, feels like she's talking to us, like fans or friends, or she's like writing a journal. This feels much more like it's actually to someone, to that person specifically. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, the song is definitely raw. Yeah, she's very raw in here. She definitely isn't hiding that it to tango. But, and also, just because she has been toxic as well doesn't mean that it's all at the same level. I think it's just like a reflection of her, like she's just reflecting on the situation, because even in, is it 3 a.m, she's talking about, actually I saw the red flags from the beginning. So there might also be some like blame that she's kind of attaching to herself of, actually I didn't need to put myself in this situation, or I should have stopped it earlier. It might be that kind of vibe that she's thinking. Should we go to the next one, right?
We're at a crossroad, and we don't know which way to go. Part of me lost hope, and part of me just can't let go. We said we crossed those bridges when they came. Now it's time to get a name. Yeah,
sorry. Okay.
And we don't know.
No, we're going right to the beginning. I'm so sorry. It was playing, but my mind was actually still on like the previous songs and the like what she was kind of saying in that. So I just still wasn't quite here. How did you guys listen to it from start to finish? Did you actually let me know? Let me know, the brave ones out there that are listening to this album from start to finish. Are you just like doing apate like in between in order to get through it, or you're like seriously just sitting here? If I was going to do that, I'd have to block out time, just sit in my room, not have anything else going on, because how?
A crossroad, and we don't know which way to go. Part of me lost hope.
Oh gosh.
Part of me just can't let go. We said we crossed those bridges when they came. Now it's time to get a name. You're at a crossroad.
Oh, country!
So baby, let me know.
Giving country vibes. I love country,
do I
guys.
call you my boyfriend? Call you a lover? Do I call you a friend? Call you the one, or the one that got away? Someone I'll just have to forget.
Oh man, she's gone back into that whole emotion of not knowing where to go from here, not knowing what's going to happen with the relationship, and literally almost like not pleading, like trying to figure it out together. So after everything that we've already been through, everything that she's told us about the situation, she's still here in this place where it's like, I don't want to let go. We just had Not the Same, where it's like, okay, she's going to let go. She's still not sure. She's still not sure. Damn. This really had a hold. I love this line about crossing bridges when it came, like the ticking time bomb.
Let me know. Do I call you my ex, or do I call you my boyfriend?
This melody.
Or do I call you a friend? Call you the one, or the one that got away? Someone I'll just have to forget.
Oh,
do
that
I
whole...
call you every night you gone? I'll never call you again. Do we have a future? Or should I call it the end? We were a moment, and you were my only true oasis. Now all those oceans are falling down our faces. So if we don't see it through, I'm a better me because of you. You were at a crossroad. So baby, let me know. Do I call you my ex, or do I call you my boyfriend? Call you a lover? Do I call you a friend? Call you the one, or the one that got forget. Do I call you every night you're gone, or never call you again? Do we have a future, or should I call it the end? Should I call it the end? Our love is our friends, 'cause it's as good as it gets. Should I call it the end? It crept up on us in love.
Oh. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, I feel so silly. I feel so silly. Guys, can you make me feel better and tell me that you felt the same as well? Did you cry? Wow. 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 So she really just like put us right back. Yeah. See, like if I was actually reacting to this on my own and gonna edit it, I probably would have cut out all this part. I would have severely sped it up, because I have a really hard time, like when you're in that emotion, to just like bounce back and now just like chat about it, because I think they were like the little like teary with like stay a little longer, like that got me teary. But this, I'm like shaking. What the hell? It just, why? I'm having a hard time processing it. Help me. Tell me why you think that, if this song got to you, which has to, otherwise, who are you? Has to get to you. If it got to you, why do you think it did? Why do you think like maybe it got to me as well? Like, help me. Like, give me some little answers, because it's very rare actually that I think it's rare that I like feel like that. Oh, I need to blow my nose. I'm so sorry. Oh, it's that level. It's that level. It's blow your nose level. That's where she's taking us to. She's taking us to blow your nose level. I'm not sure I can actually even go back and review it. I'm not sure I can do that, because yeah. Okay, where am I? Let me. Guys, oh, I'm still there. I'm actually still there. I'm not out of it. Oh man. Sorry, Mia, can you help me? When did I start this this song? Like, where am I going back to on the chat? Help me out, please. Where am I going back to? Let me see. Okay, I think Oh, okay, prepare for the next song. I didn't read that. I didn't read that until I was in it. Oh. Love the writing on this one. Yeah. I think, can we say that lyrically this is the strongest? Can we say that? I don't know, because there are elements of Stay a Little Longer, 2 years, that were, no, Toxic Till the End. No, okay, yeah, lyrically, because the way that literally, that chorus, start to finish, yeah, I think this might be, I was at work crying in the back of the lab. Me and you both. And then lab, that sounds like a, very serious job. And you're just there in the back. I can imagine. I'm with you. Okay. I think you guys are also talking about like the various parts of a breakup and stuff like this. And I think that's actually what she wants from us. She wants us all to kind of reflect properly. Don't know how she got through the writing sessions, right? It's really tough. You know what's really funny? The last time that when I did the first half, I came out on the stairs and my husband was walking up and I was like, oh, I'm listening to breakup songs, and he was laughing at me. I'm not going to tell him that I'm crying. What the hell am I crying about? Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Okay, let's regroup. Yes, we need to regroup. Okay, so a lot of you felt the same. Okay, good. That's not... Okay, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I get it. I'm with you. Okay. Where are we at? Yeah, I think a lot of times she really does very well in her lyrics of conveying the confusion. She does it with that whole like, I think usually I feel like it's a whole line and then another line. Whereas this really felt like back to back to back to back to back. Like there was no, I actually really feel like my hand is shaking. There was no like sense of which side she's actually on. And even though it's Call at the end, it's like, I just know we're not at the end. So I'm already like not sure how this is going to go. Why do you think she didn't put, what do you think about this order? Because does she put Not the Same in to give us a slight break, even though the way that was going, there was no break in the actual song, which is interesting. But does she do it so that we have like a slight break in emotions? And even when we think of like the album as a whole, there's like breaks at certain points. Like, what do you think that's all about? Because I guess we couldn't go back to back. I guess it actually has more power because it's almost like we're in the emotion of her pleading and then she's talking to him, and then they are now discussing it. But it's just like, it's kind of like this and 2 years feels similar to me lyric meaning wise, where it feels like they're kind of not quite together, or they are together, or they know it's ending and they're not quite sure what's going to happen. It feels like that period that they're in. Have you heard Vampirehollie? I haven't, but we can listen to it at the end of this. That's fine. The metaphors in the next one are really interesting. Okay. I love a good metaphor. Let me know what you think of those metaphors. Okay. Not a break, because I also cried when listening to that. Now, I feel like Not the Same didn't hit me as much as the other two, and I think that's because of the like music at the back. That kind of like instrumental, it did feel quite bright at times. So as much as I'm like listening to her voice, I felt like the contrast of those two kind of kept quite a good balance. Whereas this is just, everything is pointing towards you must cry. She did it as a roller coaster for emotions. Yeah, literally. I think it's, she thinks she's watching our like reactions to all of this, and she's like, ha ha ha. I felt it. You must too. I wonder how she feels like when she hears how we're like really going through it. The next one was the one that made me cry. Megan, stop it. Stop it. You're doing this on purpose. Don't do that. Is that, it can't be the one that made, are we at the end? How many songs do we have left? Oh, okay. Well, that's great. Let's do that then. The one that made you cry the most. We've got 2 songs left, okay. And we're still not getting relief. Interesting. Okay, I think we'll talk about the actual order of the album. Oh gosh, guys, I actually don't know what I'm doing on my computer now. Like, that's how frazzled my whole brain has now become because of this. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going back into that. It's almost like trauma. Like, I can't go back into it. Too bad for us.
It crept up on us in the way that it does, and the moment disappeared. And the desert of ice, all our tears turn to dust.
Oh, the metaphors, yes.
Don't go here.
Oh, yeah.
I guess the love does what it wants, and that's just too bad for us. Was it all just sleight of hand? Another trick that fate has played on us again. 2 heads in the sand.
Ooh.
I hear you talking, but I understand. I hear you.
Oh man, guys, can we just take a moment for the different runs that she's actually given us? We started it off like her kind of going down deeper. We've had her kind of like rolling. We know what she can do when it comes to like Gone, and then this like really like the agility on that and the clarity on it was really pretty.
I hear you talking, but I just can't understand.
Oh, she's zoning out.
Between the wires, coming under friendly fire. Can't go forward, can't go back again.
It's the same emotion as Call at the end. Ooh.
The moment disappeared, and the desert of us, all our tears turn to dust. Now the road.
On the desert of us, all the tears turn to dust. That line, the desert, their relationship is barren. There's no life there. It's kind of just existing. And it's also like a very difficult place to be. But yet there is water. And this makes me think of all our tears turn to dust. So the representation of water in terms of tears makes me think of Oasis. It's an illusion, because the last she referenced Oasis as well, previous, how he was her, or they, he or they, we don't know, were her oasis, so like the peace, the like happy place, but actually was that really real? Kind of makes me think of Mirage. So even here, all our tears turn to dust, that actually all of those tears were kind of like potentially pointless. They were a mirage, and maybe they were masking like the truth of what needs to happen. The tears sometimes make people feel like actually there's so much passion here, there's something to fight for here, like we can come back from. But actually that was just also nothing. Stunning. Oh, stunning.
All our tears turn to dust. Now the roses don't grow here.
I just got that. The roses.
That's just too bad for us. Flying high with both eyes closed. Almost touched the sun, I guess we got too close. Now I'm dancing on my own. But the music starts good when you're alone. Caught in no man's land between the wires. Coming under friendly fire. Can't go forward, can't go back again. And it crept up on us in the way that it does. And the moment disappeared. And the desert of us, all our tears turn to dust. Now the roses don't grow here. I guess the love does what it wants. And that's just too bad for us. We wanna talk but we don't wanna listen. We play pretend but we both know it's missing. If love burns too bright it burns out in a minute. At least that's what I tell myself. We wanna talk but we don't wanna listen. We play pretend but we both know it's missing. If love burns too bright it burns out in a minute. At least that's what I tell myself. It crept up on us in the way that
Lying to herself.
the moment disappeared. And the desert of us, all our tears turn to dust. Now the roses don't grow here. I guess the love does what it wants. And that's just too bad for us.
Oh, that's it.
It crept up on us in the way that it does. And the moment disappears.
Oh, feel like I'm really going through it. Wow. Okay. It actually kind of parts of it. I don't know if you guys have heard of Hillsong, a band. They're like a Christian band. I'm very random, but some of the like chord progression that she's doing really makes me think of that. And especially because I know that she is Christian, and I think she's kind of like referenced that in various things, like going to church in Korea and they're like one of the most famous. That, and also Number One Girl, there were chords in there that really like put me back into like being at church, listening to that kind of part. So, and I wonder if that is true for her, because it feels like she's referencing in this album like all these kinds of like things from her, like that make her like all these kind of parts of her, because she probably would have grown up, or maybe grown up, but like definitely in her 20s, the time that this is happening, I can very clearly hear certain songs that they have come out with in terms of that that like chord progression that she's like kind of that are similar right now. That's, and then she like puts her own lyrics on top of it. An ending credit kind of song, like ending credit to the relationship, right? It better be finally done. The next song better be done. I'm not doing this. The metaphors, you guys said it, but actually it's stunning. It's so beautiful. The whole desert part, I've already talked about that. The roses, the reference of roses being life, and she does, and then like the way it is here, they're literally like on top of each other, and the roses being her as well, that she can't grow. It's not just that the relationship can't grow in this situation, she as a person is stunted. She actually can't move on forward. She can't grow to like bigger and better things. And quite literally, the fact that we even have this album, would we have it if she was still in this relationship? Probably not. Yetti gonna spend the rest of the bed. I can't. I can't. I have a baby, so I definitely can't spend the rest of the day in bed. I wish. The lyrics on the video is, on my video is a little bit off. Should I turn the quality down slightly? Is that okay? That might make it. Oh, sorry, I just got what you're saying. Are you just talking about the translation of the lyrics, maybe, rather than the speed of the quality? Okay. All right. Let's any like further thoughts before we get on to the next song? Let me know. Anything else? Or we'll go. I think I've kind of like gone through it, probably more than I usually would. It's just really beautiful. Oh, okay, the next song is comforting. Yay. I feel like we need that. Okay.
Got out of my bed today, the sunlight was hitting my face, and two little birds came and sat on the edge, and they asked if I'm doing okay. And we talked for a while, sat for a while, and one of them asked me if there's anything I would change, and I didn't know what to say, but I would dance all night, not care about the heartache in my life. Oh, and now we're not obsessed over all the little things
Oh man, as much as I'm vibing with the music and like the beat that we're getting, her voice, the way that she said obsess, the whole like breathiness of it. Oh, you can never actually get away with, oh no, you can, because she did apate. So you actually can get like a fully happy song, and she can just like transfer herself into being like purely just happy. And but then that wasn't the same vocal tone that we get from her. That was literally just her being like
not obsessed over all the little things I don't regret. I dance all night, night. I dance all night. Oh, and I dance all night.
oh, I'm proud of this girl. So proud of her. I'm so proud of her.
I wouldn't be so in my head. 3 words every chance.
It's the audio is cutting for me. Is it cutting for you guys as well? Let me just give it a little bit. Okay, Layla, you cried at this song. I think that's probably like the emotions continuing through, and it is literally like that, because it's inspiring, but it doesn't mean you just forget what she's been through, or maybe if you've connected also to the emotion of the previous songs, you don't just forget what you've gone through just because now like the sun is shining. No, actually in some ways you might even think like, why did I waste so much time? And that might
I wouldn't be so in my head. 3 words every chance that I get. Be spontaneous and better with trust, and say things that I should have said. I will let my feelings
just reflecting on herself.
You be the one to hold me now, and maybe this time you could say, 'cause I would dance all night, not care about the heartache in my life. Oh, and I would not obsess over all the little things I don't regret. I dance all night, I dance all night.
Love that draw.
For you tomorrow, you can dry your eyes. We'll laugh away the sorrow when the morning comes. Just promise me you'll stay forever young, forever young.
Oh!
I would dance all night, not care about the heartache in my life. Oh, and I would not obsess over all the little things I don't regret. I dance all night, I dance all night. Oh, and I dance all night. Dance all night.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, this was beautiful. It wasn't pure joy because it is tinged with sadness about what I would do. It's not what she is currently doing necessarily. It's what on reflection she would do and what she feels like she should have done. There's a part that kind of confused me a little bit because I'm thinking like, who is she actually? Oh, is it not? She said like I'd hold you or let you hold me in my arm in your arms, and I'm thinking, who are you talking to? I thought we're supposed to hate him. Who are you talking to now? Let me what do you guys think? Let me try and find the part that or actually guys, do you know which part you're talking about? You said to her, it's to herself. Where did we get it? Is it here? Oh, it's kind of like on the ground then, in a way. Okay, I let you be the one to hold me now. But I don't get that because she's saying, but you would be the one. You could maybe this time you could stay. Would you say that to yourself? I don't know. There's parts of this album or this song that makes me wonder if it's linked to the same topic as the rest of the album and that same situation. She's referenced heartache, but like some of that part of who she's talking to like kind of confuses me a little bit. Guys, let me know what you guys think about that part. But I think also it felt like it was a really good ending to the album because to me, it kind of felt like it really mirrored Number One Girl really beautifully, because in Number One Girl, she's now we know, like, she's talking about reading messages, hate messages from people, and actually just like wanting them to love her, wanting them to care about her, all of that kind of stuff, and like reflecting on how she feels in herself about these people and that like level of vulnerability. And here again, it feels like a retrospection that she's like looking about how she feels about the things that have happened in her life and the things that she's allowed to get to her. The way she says over obsessing over things, the heartache that she's felt, like the things that she's almost maybe like wasted her time on. It really feels like it's kind of like a bookend, the two songs bookend like this whole kind of section of her life together really well. Or yeah, and not just in chronology terms, but in terms of like who she is as a person now. So she started off letting all those things get to her, and now actually now looking back, I wouldn't have wasted my time on those things. It really does feel like a, you know, like coming out of an age or out of a mental space where you're like, okay, no, I'm not gonna feel this anymore. Maybe she lost herself in the relationship. Yeah, Forever Young. And also, what do you guys think about the Forever Young reference? Like, obviously, like young youth. I think she talks about this was in her 20s, but I also think there's an element of it being like Blackpink. And when I think of Blackpink, I do think of like all that confidence, just like coming out of you and just knowing that you're the absolute best and you're everything. So it's kind of like coming back to that point. React to the live performance of Toxic till the end. Is this the Fallon one? Because I've seen that. I watched it yesterday and I'm gonna upload that up on YouTube. But I can watch something else if you guys want. Written 3 to 4 years ago. Okay, so was that I haven't watched her interviews that she's done on this album. I've seen like little clips where they're like making her eat various things and calling it British. It's not aligned to her. I've watched like clips, but what actual time frame was there for this? Because I think she said 20s, but I'm not sure if it is like how long it is. I think we know that the relationship probably or lasted, can we say 4 years? Because I feel like 2 years was since it ended, and it almost feels like to get to that level of relationship and that closeness, she probably did take about 2 years to be in it. So I do wonder. She said it's, but in okay, let me put it up so I can read it. She's not forgetting that. Yeah, they did, but I think she also takes blame for herself because you know, she stayed in it. Vampirehollie, do you guys have a link? I don't know if you you might not be able to actually post a link here. Let me just try and check it myself. Is there like a good website to check it on, or not? Oh, Mark has a song. Nice. Rosie, what kind of title is Vampirehollie? I don't get it. What does that even mean? Vampirehollie. What is that? Okay. Is this an actual like full song that she's released? We'll go through the lyrics. We'll watch the lyric version of it. Okay. Let me present a different tab. Wait, no, I don't want to do that. Okay. Wait, which one is it? Okay, there we go. Yay. Okay, you guys can see it. It's a special release in some vinyls. Okay, so it's not. Oh, that's interesting. So if it's only in some, I wonder why she didn't feel like it should be for everyone. So maybe like time frame wise, it didn't fit into this album, and it like fits somewhere else. Anything I should know before I get into it? She wrote it first and then number one girl. Okay, both about hate comments. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it's gonna be really interesting to see what's different about it then, if it's kind of written at the same time. Okay. Also, guys, let me know what you think of the chronology, like of the like order of the album. Do you think she's done it actually as a chronology, or do you think she's done it as like stages? Because originally when I listened to the first half, I thought that it was potentially like the stages of a breakup, where she's kind of going through the like anger, bargaining. I wasn't sure obviously what was going to come next, but just from the titles it looks like that. I think it's depression then acceptance. So I think for sure stay a little longer fits into that whole depression phase. And then it only really seems like Dance All Night is the one that is acceptance. Yeah, okay. You think it's intentional? Yeah, let me know what's like how you think it's intentional. Okay, but let's go into this one first. Let's go.
Stupid words, lot of bad jokes, angel hearts, and a cute name. I can remember every evil thing you say.
She's looking
Praying
at
on my weakness. Or do you even care? Now I'm stuck with the feeling. Feels so unfair. Why am I letting you in? That you get under my skin. Every tear that I let fall, you can claim it more. Tell me, is it something I missed? Why am I down on the floor, saying can't take it anymore? Every tear that I let fall, you can claim it more. I can let you break me like this.
the break.
On my phone, my walls start caving in. You took a clean shot to the one thing I hold close. Praying on my weakness, or do you even care? Now I'm stuck with the feeling. It feels so unfair. Why am I letting you in? Let you get under my skin. Every tear that I let fall, you can claim it more. Tell me, is it something I missed? Why am I down on the floor, saying can't take it anymore? Every tear that I let fall, you can claim it more. I can let you break me like this. I should be stronger than this. Shouldn't let your words hit like a bullet. I hate that.
Bullseye.
I should be
Bullseye. They hit the target.
Let your words hit.
Oh, this is lyrically really
I should be
beautiful.
stronger than this. Shouldn't let your words hit like a bullet. I hate that I did. I should be stronger than this. Shouldn't let your words hit. Why am I letting you win? Let you get under my skin. Every tear that I let fall, you can claim all. I can let you break me like this.
Oh, I thought she was going to get into it again. No, because she's not resolving the feeling. She felt the feeling or was left with that feeling. So she's literally like, she built it up and then left it in a way where we are also now left in that feeling. Thanks very much. I found this really, really beautiful. The lyric, like the musicality of it, feels like it really just fits her. And we get that kind of like ebb and flow between like more ballads, and then she kind of hits into that rock style, which pop rock, which she often does. But then also like lyrically, I found it really interesting, even from the beginning, the like specificity of it, the fact that when she's talking about it here, you can actually imagine the kind of comments, and she's obviously talking about like the name. So people that won't put their real name, they'll put like a random, I don't know, something, yeah, some random funny name, and like a random picture, but actually, or maybe a cute name, something that she actually quite likes, but then they'll say something rubbish. And the angel hearts also makes me, oh, is that on, oh, that might be on YouTube, because even now I can see like some of you are clicking on the hearts. Click more, thank you. I wonder if it's that, but even on Instagram it has that feature as well. So how she's really like taking us through exactly what she saw exactly at that moment and how she feels. But what really struck me from this was how she's talking about the weakness that she felt. So that summed up that these people actually, she said, got a clean shot. So what they've said is something that she believes about herself. It's an insecurity that she already has. And then, you know, that hurts more when someone says something about you that you don't believe. It's like, whatever. But when they say something that you already tell yourself, it's like, oh no, like people can see it. And maybe like the way that they said it, because of, she said, like the bad jokes and the form that it was in, that hurts you even more. I'm like curious to what kind of thing, because when I think of her, I don't know what the weakness is, because she sings really well. She is like the second main dancer, isn't she? She's pretty, like, I'm not really sure, but anyway, it doesn't really matter, because all of us have weaknesses, and someone can look at us and think there's no issue, but actually we have our own, either internally that we're coming over, or something like physically about us that we just don't like. But it's really interesting, even this like don't care. So it's almost like they've just put the comment out there and then they've taken it away. Let me tell you, I was there's this like podcast that I listened to, and they were talking about, it's like two sisters, and they were talking about like the backlash that one of them had got recently, and like a lot of comments that she got about her relationship, and she was like saying how like that really hurt her, and she was literally like on the ground crying, like she couldn't really like do stuff for days. And then I saw in the comments people saying, oh my gosh, you actually referenced my exact comment, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean it at that time. And they like explained themselves, and there was a few people like that, and it just makes you think. Sometimes people comment, I've had that as well, like in like my videos, people comment and they don't actually even realize the words that are coming out of their mouth sometimes, or that they're typing, they don't really get it, but actually it hurts so much, and it's so like specific and like, you know, powerful what they're saying. Why the title? Yeah, I'm really curious actually why that title. Wish she kind of did one more chorus, and then yeah, but I think the whole point was that she wanted to like keep us in that like emotional state that she was in, and that's why she wanted to leave us hanging. I think it was very deliberate, and I really thought that was, oh, is it vampire because they're like sucking the life from her, literally? I don't get the holy part, or holly part. Vampirehollie was, okay, Bree's telling us private, the anti-fans found, oh, so she actually like turned it into something in like positive now. Okay, so they use like real life situations and try to spread rumors. I have heard some like very random rumors, and they were like things that almost became scandals, but there was obviously no like evidence for it. So I wonder if it was also around that kind of time, and if it was those people that did it. She started commenting, they started commenting bad things. Addicted. Oh, holic. Oh, okay. Thank you for this. Guys, I've been through it. I'm gonna put this up on, I'm gonna leave it up on YouTube, I think, unless like sometimes afterwards there's, you know, it gets pulled down. If so, I'll let you know, or I'll just like I'll put it for free on Patreon if it gets pulled down. And then I've loved this. I've loved like, well, I haven't loved the crying, haven't loved the emotion, but I've loved the actual like chatting to you guys about something and going through it together. I absolutely love that. If you guys liked it as well, let me know in the comments. I think I want to do like more. I quite like the idea of doing this more regularly, like maybe like once a month we get together and you guys can just like send me a bunch of links and things that I can just watch, like music, interviews, whatever. And it doesn't necessarily have to just be like Blackpink, ROSÉ, just anything. That would be fun, right? I think that would be fun. So yeah, let me know if you like that and you want to do this more often as well. Noreen, wait, what did I miss? You missed everything. You literally missed the whole live. Where have you been? What have you been doing today? But don't worry, I'm going to leave it up. So you can go back and watch me be really confident at the beginning that everything will be okay and that I didn't cry in the first half of the album, so I'll be absolutely fine in the second. And that fell apart very quickly and very severely, in fact. Hope you have a good day. I hope you all have a good day. And yeah, literally have to make you listen to Dreamcatcher. Yeah, I need to get into Dreamcatcher for sure. Need to do a few discoveries. Yeah, so let me know in the comments. Love you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining me and supporting me in the emotions and giving me all of like the info and the like background. Love like the, you know, the feedback on Vampirehollie and like the meaning of that. Yeah, thank you so much. And I will see you in the comments. I'll chat to you there and then let me know the next stream that we should do, what we should watch. Yeah, bye.